Nuclear power, both a promise and a peril. From its scientific beginnings to its pivotal role in global politics and energy production, nuclear technology has shaped the modern world like few innovations have. Today, we'll explore the fascinating history of nuclear power, from its early discoveries to its dual use in weapons and energy. Join us as we uncover the highs, the lows, and the future of this groundbreaking technology. The story begins in the late 19th century when scientists started to unravel the mysteries of the atom. In 1898, Marie and Pierre Curie discovered radioactivity, identifying elements like radium and polonium. Their groundbreaking work earned them Nobel Prizes and opened the door to a new field of science. Fast forward to 1905, Albert Einstein introduced his revolutionary equation, E equals mc squared, revealing the relationship between mass and energy. While theoretical at the time, this equation would later form the backbone of nuclear science. In 1938, German scientists Otto Hahn and Fritz Strassmann successfully split a uranium atom, achieving the first nuclear fission. This discovery set the stage for harnessing nuclear energy and, inadvertently, its potential for destruction. World War II turned nuclear theory into reality. As tensions rose, the United States launched the Manhattan Project in 1942, a top-secret initiative to develop atomic bombs. Led by physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer and supported by scientists like Enrico Fermi and Niels Bohr, this project aimed to harness nuclear fission for military use. The first major milestone came on July 16, 1945, with the Trinity test in New Mexico. The world's first nuclear explosion stunned even the scientists who created it, marking the dawn of the atomic age. Less than a month later, on August 6th and August 9th, the U.S. dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan. These bombings killed over 200,000 people, forcing Japan to surrender and ending World War II. But they also revealed the devastating power of nuclear weapons, sparking a global arms race. The post-war period saw the emergence of two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, locked in a Cold War. Both nations raced to build larger, more powerful nuclear arsenals. In 1949, the Soviet Union tested its first atomic bomb, breaking the U.S. monopoly on nuclear weapons. By the 1950s, both nations had developed the hydrogen bomb, capable of far greater destruction. The Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962 brought the world dangerously close to nuclear war. For 13 tense days, humanity held its breath as the U.S. and the Soviet Union stood on the brink of annihilation. This crisis underscored the urgent need for arms control. Efforts to curb the spread of nuclear weapons began in earnest with the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT, in 1968. While it aimed to prevent new nuclear powers from emerging, the arms race continued to escalate. Amid the arms race, scientists and engineers explored peaceful applications for nuclear energy. The first successful attempt came in 1951 when a small nuclear reactor in Idaho produced electricity. In 1954, the Soviet Union built the first commercial nuclear power plant in Obninsk, near Moscow. By the late 1950s, nuclear power plants were popping up across the U.S., Europe, and Asia. Nuclear energy was hailed as a revolutionary solution to the growing demand for electricity. Unlike coal or oil, it produced no greenhouse gas emissions, making it a cleaner alternative. By the 1970s, nuclear energy accounted for a significant portion of global electricity generation. It seemed like the future of energy was bright. But the promise of nuclear energy came with risks. Several high-profile accidents cast a shadow over its potential. In 1979, the 3 Mile Island accident in Pennsylvania caused a partial reactor meltdown. While the radiation leak was minimal, it fueled public fears about nuclear safety. Then came the Chernobyl disaster in 1986, the worst nuclear accident in history. A reactor explosion in the Soviet Union released massive amounts of radiation, displacing thousands of people and leaving long-term environmental damage. In 2011, the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster in Japan reignited safety concerns. A massive earthquake and tsunami overwhelmed the plant's defenses, leading to multiple reactor meltdowns. These incidents led to widespread protests and a decline in public trust. Some countries, like Germany, began phasing out nuclear energy altogether. Despite the challenges, nuclear energy remains a critical part of the global energy mix. It provides around 10% of the world's electricity and is a key player in reducing carbon emissions. New reactor designs like small modular reactors, SMRs, and thorium reactors promise safer and more efficient energy. These technologies aim to address the concerns of cost, waste, and safety. However, competition from renewable sources like solar and wind has slowed nuclear expansion. While renewables are growing rapidly, they struggle with consistency, a gap nuclear energy could help fill. On the weapons front, nations continue to negotiate arms reduction treaties, but the threat of nuclear conflict remains. Tensions between major powers and the rise of new nuclear states add complexity to the global landscape. The story of nuclear technology is one of contradictions. On one hand, it offers a path to a cleaner, more sustainable future. On the other, it represents humanity's capacity for destruction. As climate change accelerates, nuclear energy may play a vital role in decarbonizing the planet. Yet, the unresolved issues of waste disposal, high costs, and public— What are your thoughts? Can we trust nuclear energy to solve our energy problems, or do its risks outweigh its benefits? Share your opinions in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to History Vividly. Stay tuned for more captivating stories from the past.